Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Thursday. We got 9 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys want to become a member, go ahead and hop in there and be a part of the gang. Love to have you guys. And yeah, we'll hop in here. 9 matchups, a lighter slate today. Starting with the Los Angeles Angels versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays opening up as home favorites at minus 180. Angels plus 155 with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for the Angels is Patrick Sandoval with an ERA of 2.97. His last start, he pitched 9 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rays is Drew Rasmussen with an ERA of 2.82. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Yeah, Angels on a 5-game losing streak. Losing to Tampa Bay yesterday 4-3 in a thriller in the 11th inning. Tampa on a 5-game winning streak. 3-game winning streak against the Angels right now. They're playing very good. 8-1 at home. I do like Rasmussen on the mound. Sandoval's been good. He's only given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts, but I just trust the Rays a little bit more in this one. LA was close. They were close yesterday. They were close, but I just like Tampa on a nice win streak, playing good baseball. Give me the Rays at home. Next matchup, we have the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Chicago Cubs. Cardinals opening up as road favorites at minus 125. The Cubs plus 105 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Cardinals is Dakota Hudson with an ERA of 4.33. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cubs is Marcus Stroman with an ERA of 3.83. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. St. Louis coming off a 7-1 loss yesterday against the Cubs. Very disappointing game for the Cardinals. Both teams have split two wins in this series so far. Hudson's coming off a 4-run game. Stroman coming off a 2-run game here. I'm gonna have to take a shot. Cubs plus 1.5 at home. Coming off a nice win yesterday. It's been a back and forth series so far, and both teams playing well. I'll take a shot with Cubs plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we have the Cleveland Guardians versus the Seattle Mariners. Cleveland opening up as road favorites at minus 120. Seattle plus 100 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Guardians is Tristan McKenzie with an ERA of 3.11. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 14 strikeouts. Pitching for the Mariners is Marco Gonzalez with an ERA of 4.08. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 1 strikeout. Cleveland on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a couple nice wins against the Padres. Then Seattle coming off that 3-1 loss against Washington. Definitely a disappointing game for Seattle if you took them, but they were too big of favorites in that game, so I think Washington was most definitely the play in that matchup. Cleveland 8-1 on the road, getting it done on the road. Seattle is 8-4 at home. I kind of look at this. I like Seattle plus 1.5 at home, coming off a bad Washington loss. Getting some underdog value at home here. I don't know. I'm going to take a shot with Seattle plus 1.5 at home here. Next matchup, we have the Chicago White Sox versus the Baltimore Orioles. The White Sox opening up as road favorites at minus 115. Baltimore minus 105 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the White Sox is Lance Lynn with an ERA of 5.30. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Orioles is Jordan Lyles with an ERA of 4.61. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Red Sox coming off a 5-3 win against Baltimore yesterday. Yeah, it's tough. Baltimore just didn't show up yesterday, even though they were close to the cover, very close to the cover. But that's how it goes. I still like Baltimore again at home, +1.5. It's a tight. It's a pick'em scenario. I'm still taking Baltimore +1.5 at home in this one. Next matchup, we have the Cincinnati Reds versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at -300. The Reds +250 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Reds is Justin Dunn with an ERA of 6.07. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Phillies is Aaron Nola with an ERA of 3.25. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Phillies coming off a 7-5 win yesterday on a 3 games win streak against the Reds right now. Reds, 1-5 against Philly, where they have struggled. Philly 11-4 at home, getting it done at home. I do like Nola on the mound, coming off a bad start on the mound, but his prior to only gave up 1 run in prior matchups. I'm leaning with Phillies, taking the better team here. That's been playing well, looked better in this series since he's been close the last 2 games, but I trust Phillies more at home here, so I'm rolling with the Phillies in this one. Next matchup, we have the Colorado Rockies versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at -400. Colorado +300 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Rockies is Ryan Feltner with an ERA of 5.88. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Coming off a good game on the mound, but his prior 2 matchups, he's given up 5 runs in his last 2 matchups each. And then on the mound for the Mets, we have Jacob deGrom with an ERA of 2.31. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Not the greatest start on the mound for deGrom. But yeah, we got Colorado coming off a 16-4 loss against the Rangers. They're 1-5 on the road against the Mets here. Mets coming off the 2-game losing streak against the Yankees. They're getting deGrom on the mound here. I mean, look, -400 is kind of crazy. So you got to throw the Rockies in a round robin, or even just take them on a straight bet +300. Can't really go wrong with that, but I'm definitely adding Mets to the parlays today. I'm loving the Mets. I love deGrom on the mound, and it's going to be tough to score against him. As long as he gets the run support, I think the Mets have a great day today. But make sure you get a part of both teams. Do not throw the Mets in all your parlays without taking the Rockies, and at least an underdog parlay, just in case, if the Mets don't show up today, you can still make some money with that Rockies plus money. Next matchup, we have the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Boston Red Sox. Toronto opening up as road favorites at -175. Boston +145 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for Toronto is Kevin Gausman with an ERA of 2.99. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Red Sox is Cutter Crawford with an ERA of 5.14. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 9 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Yeah, coming off a very bad start on the mound. Toronto back-to-back wins against Boston. Boston on a 3-game losing streak. Toronto 7-0 on the road against Boston. Gausman on the mound, playing great, coming off a 0-run game. Yeah, Cutter Crawford been struggling these last few games here. I'm going to take the Blue Jays on the road. Next matchup, we have the Minnesota Twins versus the Houston Astros. Astros opening up as home favorites at -180. The Twins +160 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Twins is Chris Archer with an ERA of 4.02. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Astros is Luis Garcia with an ERA of 4.01. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Yeah, Houston on a 3-game winning streak, back-to-back wins against Minnesota. Minnesota on a 5-game losing streak. They're struggling right now. 0-5 against Houston. Houston's 6-0 at home right now, playing good home baseball. And I like the streak. I'm riding Houston here, building up that little 3-game winning streak, and Minnesota just on a big slump right now. We'll see how long it lasts, but I'm going to take the Astros at home in this one. And then the last matchup, we had the New York Yankees versus the Oakland Athletics. Yankees opening up as road favorites at -225. Oakland plus 185 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Yankees is Jamison Tylon with an ERA of 4.00. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for Oakland is James Caprillion with an ERA of 4.29. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. The Yankees finally on a 3-game winning streak. Maybe turning things around. Their last 3 games, it's been 4-2 in each of their last 3 games. So they've gotten the cover. 7-2 against Oakland. And yeah, I finally feel good about the Yankees here going up against this Oakland team on a 3-game winning streak. Maybe this could be the start of betting on the Yankees for a little bit while they have a win streak going. So I'm going to take a shot with the Yankees on the road. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Thursday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Friday. Have a good one.